Well, how about that? The Phillies won the first game of a series. What? I forget what that felt like. I honestly forget what that felt like as the Phillies win 4-2 against the Nationals. And let's be real, the Nationals are banged up. They're facing adversity. They have guys out of the lineup, but you can't control that. As a Phillies fan and as Phillies players, you can't control what's on the other side. Go out there, perform, and do what you need to do to get the victory, and that's what we did. The Phillies are now 18-13 on the season, and it was just a solid victory, and we have Jean Segura, of all people, starting us off with a solo shot in the first inning. I mean, really, I never expected that to get us going here, but Jean Segura gets us a nice early lead. Jerad Eickhoff in the third, he was battling some base runners here and there. They end up knocking in a run. Now, Eickhoff, very interesting performance today as he went 5 innings. He allowed only 3 hits, 1 earned run, walked 3, struck out 7 in 87 pitches, but Gabe Kapler elected to pull him there. He only had 87 pitches. At the time, I said, really? And we're going to bat Aaron Altair with 2 outs and no one on? We're going to bat Aaron Altair? Like, well, what's the logic there? Why are we pulling him so early? I know that there were spots here and there where we had guys on, but we ended up getting out of the inning. But I don't understand the mind process on that. Well, we put Seranthony Dominguez in, and what happens? Suzuki crushes, annihilates a baseball that almost hit the damn scoreboard. So that just wasn't the right decision. It wasn't the right decision out of Gabe Kapler. And I feel bad going after Gabe Kapler after wins. And realistically, I haven't had much hate on Gabe Kapler this season. But that one made no sense. Now, luckily, it didn't come back to bite us, but that move actually made 0 sense. So we're down 2-1 until the bottom of the 6th. So that happened in the top of the 6th. We respond on the bottom half of that inning with Jean Segura getting a hit. What's new? Rhys Harper getting a walk, which I will get back to that. Because after that, Rhys Hoskins hits a bomb! It's a bomb! His 10th of the season. That guy is special, man. He really does have the it factor. He comes up clutch, and with these home runs, I've never seen a guy golf these balls out of the ballpark so much in my life. He literally goes down and gets it and attacks it and just crushes it all the time. He just golfs it out of the park. I don't understand. It's unreal. And that gives us the 4-2 lead, and from there, Adam Morgan comes in. Actually, Adam Morgan came in first, and he broke a team record. There's now 16 straight scoreless appearances for Adam Morgan, which breaks the record for the franchise. Pat Neshek comes in, and then Hector Neris comes in to finish it off. And Hector Neris had some weird issue where he didn't come set when he was at the mound, and the umpire came out and had a 4 or 5 minute discussion about it. And Hector Neris has done this his entire career, so why is it all of a sudden a problem now? That's the weird thing. I mean, literally, how many years has Hector Neris been pitching? Okay, how many years has he done the same exact thing when he's on the bump? Why all of a sudden is it a problem where he has to have his hands and gloves separated, and then he comes to a set? Instead, he comes in already set. I mean, come on. How long has he been doing it? Whatever. So let's get back to Rhys Harper. Obviously, the slump is real. He ended up doubling today and getting that walk, so he was on base a couple times. He has been making solid contact with the baseball. I can't deny that. He has definitely been getting good wood on the ball. That's reality. Whether he's been getting on base as much as he wanted to or not, last couple games he's been seeing the ball well and getting good contact. But that walk in the 6th, crucial. Huge. It changes the game for when Rhys Hoskins is up to bat and the pitcher needs to change his mentality going into that at-bat. But that doesn't affect the batting average. But now the batting average doesn't get moved for a very successful at-bat that Rhys Harper had. I'm not sitting here trying to defend Bryce and say he's having a great time, because right now we all know it, he's not. But that walk was huge, and it was a difference maker in winning a baseball game. And not anyone just walks there. The threat of it being Bryce Harper factors in big time. So that walk, it kind of goes unnoticed. It goes, oh, he just walked. It was a nice at-bat, he just walked. No. I mean, it's a huge walk. It's an effective walk. It's potentially a game-winning walk that when people go back and look at stats and look at the batting average, well, it doesn't look like that. There's no beauty to it. But it was that powerful. And that's reality. So we finally win, and that's nice. And we had some guys, I think we had 6 total hits. Gene Segura had a couple hits. Rhys Hoskins did his thing. We had hits throughout. Bryce Harper, which was solid. Still not the explosive, insane offense that we all, are sitting here waiting for, but it came up timely. It came up timely when we needed to, when Rhys Hoskins came up clutch, and 2 long balls. So the power, once again, is being shown, which is funny, though, because Gene Segura is not a power hitter. For me, watching Gene Segura cracks me up. It kind of reminds me back in my Little League and AAU prime of baseball. I wasn't this power hitter, but I made contact. I made contact. Gene Segura makes contact all day long. It's insane. I've never seen someone be so damn effective in the majors with that style, especially in today's era where it's all about the launch angle, it's all about the long ball, it's all about the shift. The dude just goes up there and swings the damn bat and uses wherever the pitcher is throwing it. He just uses that to his advantage and makes it happen. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But now we move on to tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be an awesome game, a sellout crowd, J-Roll in the building. I'm actually going to the game. So pumped about it. Jake Arrieta versus Corbin. It's going to be awesome. By the way, who pitched today? Hellickson. Where's he at here? His stats. He went 5 1/3. He struck out 9. With all due respect to Hellickson, I hate seeing that. I feel like there should be no reason why this Phillies lineup is striking out 9 times against Hellickson. The bottom of the lineup wasn't anything crazy today for the Phils. I just hate seeing 9 strikeouts to a pitcher like that. I don't know why it bothers me to that extent, but I will be honest with you, it does bother me. Looking around the scoreboard today, looks like the Braves are going to take care of business against the Marlins. Right now at this time, it's the 6th inning of the Mets game against the Brewers, and the Brewers are actually up 3-1, and that's where we are kind of around the division itself. But listen, 18-3, it's nice to see. It's nice to finally win a first game of the series, and I mean, obviously, we all sit here, we watch this team, and we're kind of underwhelmed with this offense. There's no denying it. But I just sit here and I say, how long can it really go on for, right? It seems like you can't have it to this extent for so long. We saw what we did early in the season, and I know there's adrenaline involved. I know that the season being started fresh and everyone's all hype. I understand that. The passion, excitement, the excitement of it. I understand that plays a factor early on, but this lineup is deep as hell. And it seemed like we went through this drought where everyone was kind of off, and now some guys are kind of getting back on. Gene Segura coming back in the lineup was obviously a huge addition. We have guys that go Double still out, and Kingery, and there's some pieces that are still being figured out here with injuries, but you would think at some point here it's going to slowly start moving. JT's going to get going while Bryce Harper gets going and Rhys Hoskins gets going. Listen, in reality, once Bryce figures it out and kind of starts producing a little bit more to our liking, how much does it change? Because we saw the addition of just Gene Segura. And we go, okay, well, that was a big difference, putting the 300 hitter back in the 2-hole. Well, think about how much different it would be, even if it's like a 280 hitter, a Bryce Harper in the 3rd hole with the power. Well, that changes so much. And then that adds to Rhys's value. And then that adds to JT Realmuto's value, which would add to Odubel's value. And I'm not sitting here trying to single out Bryce Harper, but it seems like there's a couple guys in Bryce Harper's spot right now that's just not on their full game. And of course, that's baseball, and it's a long season, and it's going to be like that. But if everyone just had just a little bit more, we'll start to see that lineup come back to where it was early in the season. So all around, I'm happy for the win. Rhys came up clutch. Gene Segura had a long ball, which you just don't see often. A little questionable on Gabe Kapler's decision there to pull Eickhoff. I know it wasn't the best outing he's ever had. I know he walked some guys. I know that there were times where there were men on, and we had to kind of get out of it. But we did, and through 5 innings, he only threw 87 pitches, and to put Aaron Altair in for him made no sense in that situation. And Seranthony Dominguez comes in and gets cracked. It didn't work to Gabe's liking, I would assume. Let me know your thoughts down below. It's big. Tomorrow's going to be awesome. Tomorrow's going to be an awesome, awesome, awesome day. But let me know your thoughts Your thoughts on this game down below in the comment section. Tomorrow we got Arrieta and Corbin on the bump. I'm pumped. See you guys next time.